Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Edexcel International GCSE 4MB101R Mathematics B paper 1R. This is paper is Jan 2022. Let us move to the question number 1, and this is question 1. Without using a calculator and showing all your working evaluate, we have to evaluate this one. Give your answer in its simplest form. So we'll convert this, and 3 whole 3 by 4, we are multiplying this with this, and we are then adding. So 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 3 will be 15, so it will be 15 over 4. And now this division sign we can change to multiplication, and we write reciprocal of this one. So now cancellation, 5 will be cancelled with this, and it will be 3, and 4 can be cancelled. 4 ones are 4, and 4 twos are 8, and this will be resulting to 6 over 1, which will be equal to 6. This is our answer for 2 marks question, and final answer will be over here 6. Now this is question number 2. Question number 2 says the nth term of the sequence is given by n square plus 3 by 2. Determine whether 222 is a term of the sequence. Show your working clearly. So we can write n square plus 3 over 2 is equal to, will equalize and check whether it is a decimal answer or not. So this will be, we will cross multiply. N square plus 3 will be equal to 2 multiplied by 222, which will be equal to 444, and then n squared will be equal to 444 minus 3, which is equal to 441. So n will be equal to under root of 441, which is equal to root of 441 is equal to 21. So this is a whole number or integer, so we will say that 222 is a term of sequence. So we'll say 222 is a term of the sequence. Then next question, question number 3, express 450 millimeters as a fraction of 3 liter. And we have to give these simplified answer also. So 450 milliliter will be divided by fraction of 3 liters. So 3 liters will be converted into milliliters by multiplying it by 1000. So this will be in milliliters, and further now we can simplify. This will be 450 over 3000, and this will be equal to 3 over 20, and this is simplified form, and decimal answer is 0.15. So this is basically 3 over 20 we can give as answer, and 2 marks. Now question number 4, all the people at a meeting were asked where they had been for their last holiday. All the people gave one answer. Elton recorded the continent of each person's answer, and he drew an accurate pie chart for this result. His results. So Elton's results showed that 40 people had been to Europe for their last holiday. The angle in the pie chart for Europe is 64. So 64 is for Europe, and we know this is out of 360, and there are 40 people, so this will be equal to 64 divided by 360 and multiply by 40 will be equal to 64. Basically we missed this will be 40, right? So 64 into 360 multiplied by 40 is equal to No, so this should be 360 over 64 basically. Out of 360, 40, 64 is the angle and 40 we will write this. So this will be 360 divided by 60 and multiplied by 40. This will be our answer, which is 240. Again, we have done mistake. It should be 64. Why we are committing mistake, I don't know. So this will be 225. So 225 will be final answer which we can provide. This will be 2 marks question which we have done. Now question number 5. Question number 5 is bearing question and it is 2 marks. The bearing of P from Q is 63. So 063 is P from Q. So Q we can take over here and this will be our north and P is 063. So roughly we can take P over here and this angle is 063 and the north on P we can draw is like over here and calculate the bearing of P from Q. So P from Q from P, Q from P. So from P to Q will be this angle and we can find this angle once we can basically if we extend this line, and find this angle will be 063 and this angle will be 180 degree and if we add these two angles, so bearing of P from Q is equal to 180 plus 063 and this will be equal to 180 plus 63 is equal to 180 plus 63 is equal to 43 degrees and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. This is 2 mark question, degree is already there. Now question number 6. Question 6 says diagram is not accurately drawn and the diagram shows triangle ABC and the triangle ADE. There are two triangles. The point D lies on ABD is this point lies on AB and E lies on AC such that DE is parallel to BC. AD is equal to 16 and BD is equal to 5 and DE is equal to 12 centimeter. Calculate the length of length in centimeters of BC. So BC length is required. Which length is required? This BC length is basically is our target. Now we can write AD is given as 16 and AB is also AB is 5. AB is basically 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5 which is equal to 21. Now K value we will check the ratio. We will be applying similar triangles rule. One triangle is this one and the other triangle is bigger one which is this whole triangle. So we will be taking ratio of sides and ratio of sides will be helping us to find the unknown. So we can find the K value. K will be equal to 16 over 20. So for the side BC, we have basically DE length. So DE is 12. So 12 will be divided by 16 over 21. So we can write this 16 over 21 and this will be equal to 12 over this will be 16 over 21 and this one is equal to 63 by 4. 63 by 4 and the decimal answer will be 15.75. 15.75. This is in centimeters and 15.75 75 is final answer for 2 marks question. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 7. Question 7 says A is equal to this and B is equal to this. Given that the lowest common multiple LCM of A and B is this one, find the value of the integer n. Show your working clearly. So what we can do, we can check basically. We will take the higher power from these two, which is 2 raised to the power 3. Similarly, we can take higher power of 3 also, which is 3 raised to power 3, and higher power of 5 will be taking, like for example, we can take 5 raised to power n is equal to, we have to write this 33375 and we can basically find the power of n. 5 raised to the power n will be equal to 3375 and 000 and divided by 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 3, and this will be equal to, we can write this as 3375 over, this will be 2 raised to the power 3, and this will be multiplied by 3 raised to the power 3, and this is equal to 15625. Basically 15625. Now 5 raised to the power n is equal to this one, which we need to write 5 raised to the power something. If we check 5 raised to the power 4, for example, it is 620, or we can check 5 raised to power 5, which is 3125, and we can check for 5 raised to power 6 is this one, so we can write 5 raised to power 6. Bases are same, so we can leave the bases and we can write n is equal to 6, so n is equal to 6 will be our final answer for 2 marks. Hopefully you understood this question as well. Now we can move to the question number 8, and question number 8 says y is equal to this one, find dy by dx. So derivative we need to find, and to find derivative, first of all we arrange y is equal to 4x raised to 5 minus 8x raised to minus 2. Now we can write dy over dx is equal to 4 into power will be pulled first, and x raised to 5 minus 1, and minus 8 into minus 2, power will be pulled first, and minus 2 minus 1. So this will be equal to 4 into 5 is 20, x raised by 4 minus into minus will be plus, and it will be 16 x raised to the power minus 3, or we can write 20 x raised by 4 plus 16 over x cubed, and we can write answer over here. This will be final answer for 2 marks. Hopefully you understood basically. Yes, so in question number 9 we can see this is diagram not accurately drawn. A, B, C, D are 4 points on the circle the card AC. AC is this one, intersects the chord BD, and BD is this one at P. AP is equal to 10 centimeter, BP is equal to 9 centimeter, and PD is equal to 7 centimeter. Calculate the length in centimeter of PC. We know that 10 this one multiply by, for example, we can take this as n or x. So 10 multiplied by this one will be equal to 9 multiplied by 7. So we write down the equation 10 multiplied by n is equal to 9 multiplied by 7, and this will be equal to 10, n is equal to 63. So n is equal to 63 over 10, which is equal to 6.3, and 6.3 will be centimeters will be answer for 2 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 10, matrix M is provided. Given that the determinant of matrix M is 0.5, find the value of x, and the determinant, you know, M mod will be equal to what? M mod will be equal to 2 multiplied by uh, 2 multiplied by minus 1.5 and minus x multiplied by 0 minus 0.5 and bracket close, and we know it is given a value is equal to 0.5, so we can write down the equation minus 1.5 into 2 will be minus 3 and plus minus minus plus, so plus 0.5x. 0.5x is equal to 0.5, so 0.5x is equal to 3 plus 0.5, which is equal to 3.5, so x will be equal to 3.5 divided by 0.5, and this will be equal to, you can use calculator for this, so it will be 3.5 divided by 0.5 is basically equal to 7. So 7 will be our final answer for 2 marks. Hopefully this is also clear. Now question number 11. Question 11 says diagram is not accurately drawn. In the diagram AB, BD and DE are 3 sides of the regular polygon. These are 3 sides of regular polygon with n sides. The point C, this is point C, is such that ABC and EDC are straight lines and angle BCD is equal to 150. Calculate the value of n. So we know we can find basically the exterior angle. So in triangle BCD, this one angle CBD is equal to 180 minus 150, and this will be divided by 2. This will be our one angle which we can find, so it will be 180 minus 150 and divided by 2 is equal to 15. So if this angle is 15, this angle will also be 15, so 15 degrees and 15 degrees, these are two angles. If exterior angle is 15, so number of sides, we can write number of sides is equal to, we know sum of exterior angles is 15, so 360 degree divided by 15 degree, and this will be 360 divided by answer is equal to 24, so it will be having 24 sides and value is 24. This is done. Hopefully you understood this. Now this is question number 12, and question 12 says at the end of the college course, Pyre has to take 5 examinations. Each examination is marked out of 100 and he has to get an overall mean mark of 80% or more for 5 exams. So 80% for 5 exams, so it will be 80 out of 100, so it will be 400. So this is the target, and order to pass the exam. After taking first 4 exams, he means his means mark for these 4 exams is 78. So 78 multiplied by 4 will be equal to 78 multiplied by 4 is equal to 312. So it means how many marks are lesser that we need to calculate. Calculate the lowest mark he can get in his 5th exam so that he passes the exam. So 400 minus answer is equal to 88. So 88 marks will be required. This is the answer which we can provide, and it's a 3-mark question. Now this one is algebraic fractions. We have to solve this and show clear algebraic working. So what we can do, we can write the equation which is 6x minus 3 over 7 minus 2x minus 3 over 5 is equal to 6 over 5. Now if we take this one, 7 into 5 will be 35, so we'll multiply each factor by 35 to get rid of denominator, so 35, 35 and 35, and we can cancel 7 5s are 35, 5 7s are 35 and 5 7s are 35. Now we can basically write multiply 5 into 6 will be 30x and minus 5 into 3 will be 15, minus 7 into 2 will be 14x and minus minus plus this will be 21 is equal to 42. And now we can add the like terms. 14 minus 16, 30 minus 6, 14 is 16x, so 16x and this will be plus 6 is equal to 42. So 16x is equal to 42 minus 6, which is equal to 36. So x is equal to 36 over 16, and 36 over 16 is equal to 9 by 4, or we can write 2.25. So 2.25 will be our answer, which we can provide 2.25, and this is the mark question which we are done with. Now question number 14, a circle theorem question. Diagram is not accurately drawn. In the diagram, ABC are points. A, B, C are the points in the circle. DAE is the tangent. DAE is this one, which is tangent to the circle at A, and angle BSC is 52 and angle this one is 63, and calculate the size of the in degrees of angle ACB. ACB is which angle? ACB is basically this angle which is required, and give reasons for each stage of your working. So this is also important. We have to give reason of each stage of the working. So we can write angle ABC, which is this one, will be same as this one by alternate segment theorem. So we can write this one as 63. So we can first of all write angle ABC will be equal to angle CAE, which is equal to 63 degrees, and the reason we will write alternate segment theorem. So this is the reason which we have provided. And now two angles of the triangle. Which triangle? This triangle, this one. Two angles are given, we can find third angle. So BCA angle ACB, basically ACB. So angle ACB will be equal to 180 minus 52 plus 63. Yes, plus 63 and degrees, and this will be equal to how much? This will be 180 minus 52 plus 63 is equal to 65. So this is 65 degrees, and the reason will be um, uh, interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. This will be the reason. We are done with everything. 65 is our answer, which we can provide, and this is 3 marks question which we are done. Hopefully everything is clear. Now question number 15 is rationalization question. Given that m and n are integers, write this in the form of this one. Show each stage of your working clearly. So what we can do, we can basically write 4 plus under root 20 over, this will be under root 5 minus 2, and opposite sign of denominator we are multiplying and dividing, and this is strategy for basically rationalization, and this one. And now we can multiply 4 into under root 5, so it will be 4 under root 5, and then 4 by 2 plus 8, and 20 into 2, so plus this will be under root 100, and plus this will be 2 under root 20, and divided by this will be a minus b and a plus b, a minus b into a plus b will be equal to a plus b. This will be equal to a squared minus b squared. This formula we will apply on numerator, which is this one. So sorry, on denominator, this one. So this will be under root 5 squared minus 2 squared, and now we can rewrite 4 under root 5 plus 8 and plus this under root 10 will be 10, under root 100 will be 10, and this one we can write 4 under root and 5, so 4 out of under root will be 2, so 2 2s are 4, and under root 5 and divided by this will be 5 minus 4, and 5 minus 4 is 1, so this will be 18 plus 4 will be 8 under root 5 over 1, which we can write as 18 plus 8 under root 5, and m value, if we compare with this, m value is 18 and n value is m value is equal to 18 and n value is equal to 8. Our answer will be 18 plus 8 under root 5. This is done for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number C, replacing the values. This is basically lower bound upper bound question. A, B, C values are provided and equation is also provided. So we can write A upper bound, lower bound. A is 15 basically, so we will write A is equal to 15, and upper bound of 15, this is nearest 5, so we will take plus minus 2.5, half of 5 is 2.5, so we will take plus minus 2.5 for upper bound and lower bound, so it will be 17.5 and 12.5 lower bound. Upper bound, we can write this will be lower bound and this will be upper bound. Similarly for B value, which is equal to 8.5, which is to 1 decimal place, so it will be upper bound, lower bound. Upper bound will be 8.55 and lower bound will be 7 basically 8.55 and 8.45. This will be our lower bound. Now we can write on the C value also, and C value will be what? C value is 5 up to 1 significant figure. So upper bound and lower bound. Upper bound will be 5.5 and lower bound will be 4.5. This will be lower bound. So we got lower bounds, upper bounds. Now we'll have to focus on the given equation and we have to calculate the lower bound of P. How we'll get lower bound of P? Our target is to get lower bound of P. So we require minimum answer. So lower bound of A minus this will be upper bound of B and lower bound of C. Basically this one should be higher value so that we can subtract higher value from this lower value and we should get a small value ultimately for P. This is the technique. Hopefully you understood this. So I have done so many questions of lower bound, upper bound. If you can go through those playlist also and check for the specific questions. So AL will be lower bound. We will be taking this one, which is 12.5 minus upper bound of B value, which is 8.55, and then lower bound of C value, which is 4.5, and now we can use calculator. So 12.5 and minus this will be 8.55 divided by 4.5 is equal to 53.5, which is 10.6. So 10.6 will be our final answer, which we can provide over here, 10.6. This is the final answer for 3 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 17, it says that given that for all values of x, this is equal to this one, where a, b, c are integers, find the value of a, b, c and show your working. This is basically completing square question. So we'll take the equation given, 8x squared minus 48x and plus 10. We need to get rid of this. We don't want the coefficient of x square, so we'll take 8 common. So inside will be what? Inside we can write x squared minus 6x and plus 10. We are taking common only from these two terms. Hopefully you understood this. Next step, what we'll be doing, we will be writing the completing square, and this technique is we will be writing x and copy sign this minus, so we'll write minus, and 6 divided by 2 will be 3 and square, and this is minus sign, always minus sign, and whatever written here, this is 3, so 3 squared, bracket close, and last tail portion will be 10. So completing square factorization also I have done video, so that is in live streams. You can check the playlist and live stream completing square I have explained in detail. If you are not aware of this technique, please go through that live stream and you will understand each and everything. Now we can open these bigger brackets, so it will be 8 into x minus 3 squared and minus 8 into 3. While doing past paper questions, basically I'm not having so much time to explain each and every method, so live streams are having separate basically details, so we have discussed those topics separately, so you can go through those live streams for these topics. Hopefully that will help you in scoring better grades in your exam. So specifically the students who are targeting for AA star, they will have to go through those streams. I will recommend for that. So this will be 3 3s are 9, so 9 8s are 72, 72 plus 10, and this will be 8 into x minus 3 squared minus this will be 62, and now we can check A value will be equal to 8, B value will be equal to minus 3, and C value is equal to minus 62. These values we can provide at the proper location provided for answer, and this is basically 62, and 3 marks question for this, which we are done. Now question number 18, volume of a solid right angle right circular cylinder is 225. So volume of cylinder, we know volume of cylinder is equal to what? Is equal to pi r square into h. So cylinder volume is given, and they are saying the height of the cylinder is 7. Work out the surface area of in centimeters with 3 significant figures of this cylinder. So what we will do, we will write on the volume given 225 is equal to pi, and r square we don't know, h is 7, so we will write here 7, so r squared will be equal to 225 over 7 pi, and this one r value will be equal to square root of 225 over 7 pi, and this is equal to square root of fraction 225 over 7 and pi, and this is equal to 3.198. We can write 3.2 and 3 significant figures, so 3.19 we can write 20, and next will be what? Total surface area. Surface area of cylinder is what? Total surface area will be equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. This is the formula which we are using. So 2 pi into 7 plus this will be, this is not 7, radius is 3.2, we can write this one, and 3.2 this one, and this will be equal to, we can calculate this, this will be 2 pi and multiply by 3.2 and in bracket 7 plus this will be 3.2 bracket close, and this is equal to 1632 over 25, and this is pi, and the decimal value will be what? Decimal value will be 205. So 205, this will be the final answer for up to 3 significant figures. This is done for 4 marks. Question number 18 is done. Now question number 19. Hopefully so far you are following everything. Now question 19, drawing is not accurately drawn. The diagram shows a right angle triangle ABC in which ABC is 90 degree. This one is 90 degree. D is the point on BC, such that BD is equal to 5 centimeter, DC is equal to 8 centimeter, AD is equal to 18 centimeter. Calculate the size in degrees to one decimal place of CAD. So which angle is required? This angle is basically required. So we can apply if we consider basically CAD is required right angle triangle, so 5 and 8 is given. So AB we can find, this will be we can first consider the triangle, this smaller triangle first we will consider, and for which we have most information. So we have one side as 5 and the hypotenuse also we have, so we'll apply Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABD, AD square is equal to AB square plus BD squared, and AD is 18, so 18 square is equal to AB squared plus BD, which is 5 squared. So AB squared will be equal to 18 squared minus 5 squared. So AB will be equal to under root of 18 squared minus 5 squared, and this will be equal to square root of 18 squared minus 5 squared is equal to 299, root of 299. So we got this side as under root of 299. Now we will consider the bigger triangle and triangle ABC, and we can write in triangle ABC, ABC we can basically figure out. And before going to ABC triangle, what we can do, we can find the angle also, and without basically finding this we can, okay, now we can first find the angle. In the same triangle we will write BD over AD, BD over AD, BD over AD is equal to sine of angle BAD. So sine of angle BAD, so angle BAD will be equal to sine inverse of BD, which is 5, so 5 over 18, 5 over 18, and we can calculate sine, but your calculator should be in degree mode. I will change into degree mode. So shift sine of 5 over 18, which is equal to 16.127 or 16.13 degrees. This is basically the angle. Now we can consider a triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, which is bigger triangle, now BC is 13, so BC over AB, so BC over AB, BC over AB will be equal to tan of theta, and theta is basically, this whole angle is theta, so we can write theta will be equal to tan inverse of BC, which is 13, over AB, which we just found, under root 299, and this will be equal to shift tan of 13 over under root of 299, and this will be close, and this is equal to 36.93. So we can find 36.93 minus 16.13, which we earlier found, and we can write this as minus 16.13 is equal to 20.8. So 20.8 is final answer for this question. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 20. Question 20 says make x the subject of the formula. So give your answer in simplified form. So we can shift this 5 to other side, so it will be y minus 5 is equal to 3x plus 4 over 7 minus x. Now we can cross multiply, so y minus 5 into 7 minus x is equal to 3x plus 4. Further we can multiply, so it will be 7y minus xy and minus this will be 35. So 7 multiplied by 5 will be minus 35 and minus minus plus 5x. So this will be plus 5x plus 5x, we can write properly 5x, and this is equal to 3x plus 4. Now adding the like terms basically, so it will be basically what we have to make x as subject. So x we will be shifting on one side, so 3x we can shift to other side and y we can shift to other side. So minus xy and plus 5x and minus 3x is equal to minus 7y and plus 35 and plus 4. So this will be, this side will be minus 7y plus 39, and this side x we can take common, so inside will be minus y plus y minus plus 5 minus 3. We can basically add these two first, so it will be minus xy and this will be plus 2x, and further we can write, we can take x common, so it will be 2 minus y is equal to this one, we can write 39 minus 7y, and x will be equal to 39 minus 7y, and this will be divided by 2 minus y. Now we can basically, this is the final answer. We can provide 39 minus 7y over 2 minus y. This is x in terms of y. So now question number 21. This is a interesting question. They're saying diagram is not accurately drawn. The diagram shows triangle ABC and triangle EDC. AB is parallel to AB is parallel to DE. AC is equal to 16, C is equal to 12, and given that the area of triangles ABC is 31.5 greater than the area of the triangle EDC, work out the area of the triangle EDC. So what we can do, we can consider two triangles. One is this one, which is ABC triangle, and this triangle uh, we can compare. The other one is basically this triangle, which we can take, and these are similar triangles. We can check for the ratio, and the ratio will be between this one and this one. So we can write k value will be equal to 16 over 12. So 16 over 12 will be equal to, so this will be equal to 4 over 3, and k square if we take for the area, we are taking k square, will be equal to 16 over 9. So this will be for k square. And now we can write the equation as they have mentioned, given that the area of the triangle ABC is 31.5 centimeters greater than the area of triangle EDC. So area of triangle, if we can form equation 16 over 9 into x, if x is the area, and then x plus, for ABC, it will be x plus 31.5. So area of triangle EDC we have taken as x, so EDC is basically this one. So if this is x, this will be x plus 31.5. Hopefully you are understanding. Now we can solve this equation, and it will be this will be 16x. We can multiply everything by 9, so it will be 16x is equal to 9x plus 31.5. 31.5 multiplied by 9 is equal to 283.5. 283.5, and we can shift 9x to this side, so 16x minus 9x is equal to 283.5, and this will be 16 minus 9 will be 7x is equal to 283.5. So x will be equal to 283.5 over 7, and 283.5 divided by 7 will be equal to 40.5. So 40.5 is final answer, which is in centimeters square, so we can write centimeters square. So 40.5 centimeters square, and this is 4-mark question which we have done. Now question 22. The table shows information about the lengths of time in minutes that 70 people waited for train. So length of time m minutes, and this is the frequency. Write on the model class. Model class is always having the maximum frequency, which is in this case 25. So model class will be 0 to 10. M will be equal to, we can write m is greater than 0 and less than equal to 10, and this is only 1-mark question which we have done. Now second B part, basically calculate an estimate to 1 decimal place of the mean number of minutes waited. Mean, to calculate mean we will be using the formula mean is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. This will be the formula which we will be using, and for that one this is group data, so we will be taking mid of this one, and mid of this one will be 0 plus 10 divided by 2 will be 5, so middle value of 10 and 20 is 15. Similarly 25, these are the middle values which we are writing, and this will be 45. Now we will multiply 5 with 25, and we will write the equation. So it will be mean is equal to 5 into 25, plus next will be 15 into 16, plus next will be 25 into 14, plus 35 into 11, plus 45 into 4, and this will be divided by the sum of frequencies, and they have given us the detail which is 70 people, so divided by 70. Now we have to just simplify this by the help of calculator, so it will be 5 into 25 plus, even we can without use of brackets we can use 5 into 25 plus 15 into 16, plus this will be 25 into 14 plus 35 into 11 plus 45 into 4, and this will be divided by 70 will be equal to 128 over 7. So 128 over 7. Decimal value also we can check. Decimal value will be 18.2857. So we can write 18. They are saying up to one decimal place, so we can write 18.3. So 18.3 will be our final answer. This will be minutes. So 18.3 minutes, 3-mark question which we have done. Now question number 23. Question 23 says the students who go to Crown Academy either live in village A or in village B, such that the number of students from village A ratio number of students from village B is equal to 5:7. Now they are saying 15% of the students from village A Village A is this one, and sum of ratios is basically sum of ratios is 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. So 5 out of 12, 5 out of 12, which is for village A. Village A is first one, so it is ratio 5. So this one, A travel by bus to Crown Academy, 2 by 7 of 15%. So 15% of this one will be 15% of this, and we can calculate first this. So this will be 5 over 12 into 15 divided by 100, and this will be equal to 1 over 16. And next they are saying 2 by 7 of students from village B travel by bus to Crown Academy. So 2 by 7, 2 by 7 we can check 2 by 7 of B, that is basically 7 over 12 will be ratio of this one. So we can check 7 over 12, and 7 will be cancelled, and 2 ones are 2 and 2 6 are 12. So 1 over 6 will be for this one. Now they are saying of the students from village A and village B who do not travel by bus to Crown Academy, 3 by 4 walk to Crown Academy. Find what fraction of the students walk to Crown Academy. So these people are using bus. So bus users will be 1 by 16 plus 1 by 6, and this will be equal to 1 by 16 is already there, so 1 by 6, and this will be equal to 11 over 48. So 11 over 48 will be for bus users. Now remaining will be what? Not bus users, we can say non bus users will be equal to 1 minus 11 over 48, and they are saying 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 of non-bus users, which is this one, is what we need to calculate. So we can calculate 3 over 4 of 1 minus 11 over 48, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 37 over 64. This will be our final answer for this question, 37 over 64, and this is for 4 marks. Hopefully you understood this. Now here comes question number 24. Question number 24 says find the two values of x and two values of x such that this one is equal to 27. Show your working clearly. Now what we will do, we will first of all cross multiply. We can write this as 1, and we can write this 12 raised per 3x into 3 raised to the power 4x squared minus 3x into 3, and this is equal to 27 into 24 raised to the power 2x. Now we can write everything. This is 12 is having power, 3 is having power, and 24 is also having power. So we will write these numbers in power of 2 and 3. So basically 12 we can write 12 as 2 raised to power 2 into 3. This will be resulting to 12. So I will write 2 raised to power 2 into 3 and whole raised to the power 3x. This is only for this one. Hopefully you understood this. And then rest I will write as it is, 3 raised by 4x squared minus 3x, and I will combine this also, and when bases are same, powers will be added, and this will be plus 1. Hopefully you understood this. Now this 27 we can write 3 cubed into 24 we can write as 2 raised by 3, which will be 8, and multiply by 3. So 2 raised by 3 into 3, 2 cubed into 3, this will be 24, and whole raised by 2x. This is what we have done. Now we will be again using the power law. So this will be multiplied by this. So 2 into 3x, 2 raised to power 2 into 3x will be 6x, and 3 in 3 raised to power 3x, separate powers, and this will be into 3 raised to power 4x squared minus 3x plus 1, and this side will be equal to 3 raised to power 3 cubed into 2 raised to power 6x, and this will be into 3 raised to the power 2x. Now we can basically cancellations will be this, we can cancel with this 2 raised by 6x, we can cancel, and the remaining thing we can, bases are same, so their powers will be added. This is a little tricky indices question. So plus 4x squared minus 3x plus 1, and this side will be equal to 3 raised by 3 plus 2x. Now we can cancel this 3x and minus 3x, and we can write 3 raised by 4x squared plus 1 is equal to 3 raised by 2x plus 3. Now we can shift this to the other side, so it will be 4x squared, basically 3 raised by 4x squared plus 1 over 3 raised by 2x plus 3 is equal to 1, and this one we can write 3 raised by 0. So now we can write this side as minus, so 4x squared plus 1 minus 2x minus, basically this will be minus 3 is equal to 3 raised to the power 0, and we can write this as 4x squared minus 2x minus 2 is equal to 3 raised by 0. Bases are same, so their powers can be compared, and we can write, I will shrink this a little and move it here, and we can write here 4x squared minus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. 2 we can take common, so 2x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. 2 is not equal to 0, so 2x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. And we can solve this quadratic equation mode 5(1). So coefficient of x squared is 2, coefficient of x is minus 1, and constant is minus 1. So it is 1 and minus 1 by 2. So 1 and minus 1 by 2 will change sign and use these values. So we can write x minus 1, and the second pair will be 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. And intermediate step, we can write this x, and then this whole thing 2x plus 1, and then minus 1 this one, and then this term again 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Now we can write x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1 by 2. This will be 1 and minus 1 by 2. These will be the two values which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 25, and question number 25, this is a universal set, this is A, this is B, and list the members of A intersection B. Whatever common in both are 3 and what else, 6 also, 9 also. So 3, 6, 9 are common, so we'll write 3, 6 and 9. One more question which we are done. Now A union B will be combining all the members without repetition. So it will be 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what else, it will be 9, 10 and 12, 9, 10 and 12, and this will be answer. Then they are saying A complement will be excluding A from universal set. So this will be 1 is not in A and is there in universal set, then 4 and what else, 7 and 8 and 11 and 12. So this will be one more question. We can write these numbers as an answer over here. And next is what? Next is C is equal to 5, 6, 7, and write down A complement also we have done. Now C is 5, 6, 7. Write down all the subsets of C. So subsets are number one thing 5, you can write this one, or you can just write brackets like this. I'm writing this 5, so 1 will be this one, then you can write 5, this will be one set, and 6 will be another one, then it will be 7, then we can write 5 and 6, and then we can write what else, 5 and 7, so we can write 5 and 7, and then 6 and 7, and next will be 5, 6 and 7. So these will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 3 members, so rule is 2 raised to the power 3, which is equal to 8. So we got 8 members by this rule. Rule is 2 raised to the power n, 2 raised per n is number of members, which is 3 in this case. Hopefully you understood this rule also. Now 26, question number 26 says solve the inequality, and this is simple question for 2 marks. So 7d, 5d we can shift to other side, so minus 5d is less than equal to 3, and 7 minus 5 will be 2d is less than equal to 3, and d is less than equal to this should be basically minus 3, and this will be minus 3 by 2, and answer is minus 3 by 2 or minus 1.5. This will be our final answer. Then for the B part, expand and simplify, we have to expand mean multiply. So first we will multiply this one, so it will be 10a squared minus 15a, and then we will multiply minus 4a to the inside, so minus 12a squared minus 4a. Now we have to add the like terms, this is squared, this is squared, so it will be minus 2a squared, and then a will be minus 19a. This will be our final answer, minus 2a squared and minus 19a, and this is basically 2 marks question which we have done. Now C part, simplify fully. This one we have to simplify, and we can write it as 30. Basically I'm just copying this so that clearly you can understand. 5xy cubed, and we can cancel 5 with this, it will be 6, and the rest we will be writing over here x raised by 3 minus 1. I'm writing this one as x raised by 3 minus 1, and this y we can write y raised by 4 minus 3. So this will be equal to 6x squared and y cubed, sorry, y only, because 4 minus 3 is only 1. So 6x squared y, this will be 2 marks question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now D part, factorize. This we have to factorize, and for its factorization we can use calculator. So it will be coefficient of n square is 15, and n coefficient of n is minus 11, and then constant minus 14, and this will be equal to 5 by 7 and minus 2 by 3. 5 by 7 and minus 2 by 3. These are the numbers. We will change sign. This will be plus, this will be minus, and we will use 5 by minus 5 by 7 first. So we can write here, I will keep the gap and write here 7x minus 5 by using this one, and by using this lower one I will write 3x denominator with the x and plus 2. Now intermediate step we can show our working, and that will be 7x and multiply by 3x plus 2, and then minus 5 into 3x plus 2, and this will be the final answer which we can provide over here, which is this one. And this was 2 marks question which we have done. Hopefully you understood this as well. Now question number 27. 27 says diagram is not accurately drawn. The diagram shows quadrilateral ABCD such that AB is given 8.2 meters, BC is 5.2 meter, AD is equal to 6.7 meters, and then they have given us CAD is 48 and ACD is 59. Find the area or in meter square to three significant figures. Area of answer should be in three significant figures of the quadrilateral ABCD. Now our target is basically to find area of these two triangles. We don't have this side AC, so our target is to find AC first. We can apply basically sine rule, and we will use this 59 angle and 67, and then we can basically first we can find this angle, third angle we can find, and this angle will be 180 minus 48 plus 59 degrees, and this will be equal to 180 minus 48 plus 59 and bracket close, and this is equal to 73 degrees. So 73 degrees will be used, and the same working I'm just copying here. So angle ADC will be equal to 180 minus 48 plus 59, and this is equal to 73 degrees. The same step which I have explained here and I have just copied, and now we can use sine rule in ACD, in triangle ACD, by sine rule 6.7 over sine of 59. Sine of 59 degrees is equal to AC over sine of 73 degrees, and we can find this angle. Now this will be AC will be equal to 6.7 sine of 73 degrees divided by sine of 59 degrees, and this will be your calculator should be in degree mode, so it will be sine of 73 and divided by sine of 59 bracket close, and this is equal to 7.47. So I will write the cosine rule, so it will be basically a is AB squared. AB squared is equal to AC squared plus BC squared minus 2 into AC into BC into cos of BCA or ACB, and AB is 8.2 squared is equal to, this will be 7.47 squared plus this will be 5.2 squared and minus 2 into 7.47 into 5.2, and this will be cos of ACB, and now we can write this as cos of ACB will be equal to 8.2 squared, and this one everything will shift to the other side, so minus 7.47 squared minus 5.2 squared, and this will be divided by minus 2 into 7.47 into 5.2, and further now we can write angle ACB will be equal to cos inverse of 8.2 squared minus 7.47 squared and minus 5.2 squared divided by, this will be minus 2 into 7.47 into 5.2 bracket close, and this will be equal to, we can use calculator, shift cos, your calculator should be in degree mode, so 8.2 squared minus 7.47 squared and minus 5.2 squared and divided by, this will be minus 2 into 7.47 bracket close, and this is equal to 78.41, or we can write it as rough basically if we use as we can write 78.47 415, basically 42 we can write 78.42. And next is what we can write area of triangle area of ABC. Triangle ABC will be equal to 1 by 2 into one side, which is 7.47, into other side, which is 5.2, sine of angle 78.42. And this will be area of the other triangle, which is ACD, will be equal to 1 by 2 into one side, which is 6.7, into other side 7.47, into sine of 48 degrees. And we can basically find these two values and we will add them. So 0.5 into 7.47 bracket close into 5.2 into sine of 78.42, and this will be equal to 19 point, basically 19.026. So 19.0303. And for the other one, we can add in, we can write this as 1 by 2, 0.5 into 6.7 into 7.47 into sine of 48, and this will be equal to 18.59 or 18.6, so 18.6. And if we add both, in this one if we add 19.03, and this will be equal to 37.6. so we can write here total area will be equal to 37.6, basically 37.6, and this will be in meters square. We have just added these two areas, and this will be equal to this one, 37.6 meters square. Now this is done, and we can move to the question number 28. And question 28 says the curve C has equation y is equal to 2x cubed. This one equation is given. The point P and Q lies on C. P is the point with coordinates 1 and this one, and the gradient of the tangent to C at the point P is equal to the gradient of the tangent to C at point Q. And calculate the gradient of line PQ, show your working clearly. So first of all, we will take this equation and we will take derivative of this equation, and to take derivative we will rewrite this equation first. Y is equal to 2x cubed minus 21 over 2. Basically it's already arranged, so directly I will write dy over dx. It will be equal to 2 into 3 will be pulled first, and x raised to 3 minus 1 minus 21 by 2, and 2, which is x square, will be pulled first, and x raised by 2 minus 1, and plus this will be 12. X derivative of x is 1, and plus derivative of y will be 0. Now we can write this as 6x raised x squared, and minus this will be 2 will be cancelled, so it will be 21x, and plus this will be 12. So this will be our n. Now dy by dx at point P, so we can write at P this will be equal to 6, and P we can take this one, which is 1 and 8.5, so x value will be 1. This will be squared minus 21 into 1 plus this will be 12, and we can use calculator to find this, so it will be 6 minus 21 plus 12, and this is equal to minus 3. So we got gradient is equal to minus 3. It means 6x squared minus 21x plus 12 will be equal to minus 3, and we can form we can shift this minus 3 to other side and form the quadratic equation. So 6x squared minus 21x and plus 12 plus 3 will be plus 15, so plus 15 is equal to 0. Now 3 we can take common, or directly we can basically find the basically factorize it. So mod 5 3, this will be 6 and minus 21 and 15, and this is giving us 5 by 2 and 1, so 1 and 5 by 2. We will use this pair and factorize this. It will be 6. Instead of this one, what we will do, we will keep this gap and we will write here, I'm using first this point, changing sign, so 2x minus 5, and the other one will be x minus 1 is equal to 0, and intermediate step we can write 2x and x minus 1 minus 5 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. Factorization, if you are not comfortable with, or you need more practice, then you can go through the live streaming of factorization as well, so which is already uploaded. Now we will write this implies x is equal to 5 by 2 and x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 point, we have already p point. Now we can find q coordinates of q point. We will replace 5 by 2, which we can write x is equal to 2.5, and we can find the value of y, and equation given is 2x cubed minus 21 by 2. 2x cubed minus 21 by 2, and this will be x squared plus 12x and plus 5. So this will be, we will be changing, replacing 2 into 2x cubed. This will be equal to y, and minus this will be 21 over 2, and this will be basically 2.5 cubed, and 2.5 squared plus 12 into 2.5 plus 5 is equal to y, and we can solve this with the help of calculator. So it will be 2 into 2.5, and this will be cubed, and minus 21 over 2 into 2.5 squared and bracket close, and plus 12 into 2.5 and bracket close plus 5 plus 5, and this is equal to 5 by 8. And 5 by 8 means what? 5 by 8 means decimal value will be 0.625. So 0. Y is equal to 0.625, and x value, we know x value is this one, so q coordinates of q will be 2.5 and 0.625. This will be our q coordinate. Now they are asking for the gradient basically between p and q. M value will be what? Value will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and this will be equal to, we can take that point, p point will be 1 and 8.5, so p point is 1 and 8.5, and q point is 2.5 and 0.625, I think so. This is the point, yes. So now we can write y2 minus y1, which we can take as 8.5 as y2. Y2 minus y1 will be 0.625, and divided by x2, which is 1 minus x1, which is 2.5, and this one we can solve with the help of calculator. So this will be fraction 8.5 minus 0.625 over, this will be 1 minus 2.5, and this will give us 21 by 4, or decimal value will be minus 5.25, minus 5.25. This will be the gradient which we were supposed to find. Basically we were supposed to find the gradient, calculate the gradient of the line PQ, and we have shown the clear working also. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the question number 29, and question number 29, given that x minus 5 is a factor of this, where k is a constant, a part, use the factor theorem to show that k is equal to 23. X, we can write x minus 5, x minus 5 is equal to 0, so x will be equal to 5. So by factor theorem, f of 5 we can write equal to 0, so 3 into 5 raised power 3 minus 20 into 5 squared plus k into 5 and plus 10, and this will be equal to 0 by factor theorem. Now this one we can write this as 3 multiplied by 5, and this will be cubed, and this is equal to 375. 375 minus this will be 20 into 5 squared, and this is equal to 500, and plus this will be 5k plus 10 is equal to 0. So if we simplify 375 minus 500 and plus 10, and this is some simplifying to 115 minus 115, so 5k minus 115 is equal to 0. So 5k is equal to 115, and k will be equal to 115 over 5, and 115 divided by 5 will be equal to 23, and this was 2 mark question which we are done with. Now we can move to the B part, solve the equation, the same equation basically they have provided, and show clear algebraic working. So now by part A we know that x minus 5 is a factor of a given equation. So this is what from part A we know this. So now what we can do, we can divide the given equation, which is 3x cubed minus 20x squared plus 23x plus 10, and this will be divided by x minus 5, and this is how we can factorize. So we can divide this by 3x squared, so this will be 3x cubed. This one will be multiplied by x minus 5, and we will get this 3x cube minus this will be 15x squared, and now we can change sign and cancel, and this will be minus 5x squared, and this will be plus 23x plus 10. Further we can basically divide it by minus 5x, so it will be minus 5x will be multiplied by x minus 5, so it will be minus 5x squared, and minus 5x squared into plus minus 5 into minus 5 will be plus 25x, and now we can change sign, plus and minus, this will be gone, and this will be minus 2x plus 10. Further we can multiply by minus 2, so it will be minus 2x and minus 10, and this will be minus 2x plus 10, and changing sign, this will be cancelled, so everything is gone. So we got basically two pairs, and basically x minus 5 is already, this is a factor, we can write x minus 5, and the second thing which we got is this answer, 3x squared minus 5x and minus 2. So this will be basically the pair which we want to factorize, and this pair we can factorize by factorization method. So I will change color so that you can identify. So x minus 5 as it is, I will factorize only this portion, and this will be mod 5 3, and this will be coefficient of x square will be 3, then minus 5 and minus 2, and this will be resulting to 2n minus 1 by 3. So 2n minus 1 by 3, so we can write this step, this will be x minus 2 and 3x, this will be basically 2 and minus 3, yes. So change sign, after changing sign we are using, this will be plus 1, and this is equal to basically no need to write equal to, so we can write equal to 0. Basically this will be equal to 0, and we can write this as x intermediate step. First we'll write x into 3x plus 1 and minus 2 into 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, and this will be x is equal to 2 and x is equal to minus 1 by 3. So these will be the two answers basically which we got. So they are saying solve the equation this, so we will be having from here we will get x is equal to 5. So these will be the three solutions which we can provide. One will be 2, the other one will be 5, and minus 1 by 3, and this is 4 marks question which we have done with. Hopefully you understood each and everything whatever we are done with the complete paper. Now don't forget to subscribe the channel and also press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.